Just what our Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
What do you do here? Hunt Scoia'tael?
You jest, right? Who cares about the Scoia'tael anymore? Temeria, that's what matters.
How'd you wind up here?
Came with the army, of course. Its remnants. When Nilfgaard crossed the Yaru.
Yeah,
And we
okay,
did.
we've heard this.
Soon.
Mentioned you have a problem.
It's Vess. She took a couple of lads across the river. She plans to hit the Black Ones at Mulbrydale.
So, sounds about like what guerrilla fighters do.
Yes, when they're ordered to. Whereas I forbade her from leaving camp. Indefinitely.
It was because she wanted to save someone, right?
Why Mulbrydale? Why'd Vess go there?
The peasants from the village aided us earlier. The Nilfgaardians learned of this. Word got out they're planning a punitive expedition. Probably hang every fifth villager.
Honestly, Vess's desire to save the villagers makes sense. What doesn't is your opposition to the plan.
War means death. Not only for the soldiers, for the common folk as well. You can't save them all, it's that simple.
Funny. Had you for an idealist.
You were right to. Are right to. But I have one ideal. A free Temeria. And I'm prepared to sacrifice anything for it.
I hate it when leaders do that. I'm willing to sacrifice anything for it, but there are people that they're willing to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have a say in it.
I'm mixed, because, like, obviously these guys can't protect everyone, and if they tried, they'd all die, and then everyone would be victimized anyway, if not victimized harder. At the same time, yeah.
Don't trust Vess anymore?
Bollocks. She's prepared to die for me. Ah, that's not the problem. Know what distinguishes a soldier from a common swashbuckler?
The uniform.
It's a serious question.
A rhetorical one. So instead of waiting for an answer, just enlighten me.
Soldiers think tactically. They know when to strike, when to fall back, when to charge and when to hold. Vess finds this difficult. She's impulsive, hot-headed. Yet in guerrilla warfare, one false step and you're fucked. I confined her to the camp because I feared that sent out she'd go rabid and make a mistake. I was right.
Alright, so you've got a problem. Insubordination. What am I supposed to do about it?
I doubt Vess has entered the village. More likely she and the boys lie in wait in the woods nearby. We must find her before she attacks and stop her. You're a good tracker. Help me.
Count me in.
Thanks, Geralt. I'll owe you a favor. Meet me in Velen beneath the Hanged Man's tree. It's just a short jaunt from there to Mulbrydale.
Don't worry. We'll take out everyone.
Yeah, we're strangely friendly with Nilfgaardians, but, yeah, we'll murder a lot of them. Oh, boy. She's, fair to... Oh, there's Mulbrydale. Looks like Mulbrydale has a couple of quests for us, too.
Yeah. Geralt, the one-man army. Oh, so that, of course, it's the Hangman's Tree.
It's the village below. Black with Nilfgaardians already. They're preparing to execute folk.
No sign of Vess.
She may be impetuous, but she's not stupid. She's waiting for her moment. Probably attack after dusk once... Shh. What now?
A trio, lightly equipped, sneaking closer. Over there, near the...
Death to the Black Ones!
At me! Circa!
Looks like we're too late.
Geralt, we have to help. Follow me.
This music is very calming.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, yes, knockdown machine coming to save the day. Oh, that's the wrong move. Knockdown machine. Oh,
Ah, but they're in the way.
that didn't really work.
It just seems like they're killing the soldiers before you can even get to them.
What? Your bollocks drop off?
Oh, Beth seems to be okay. But only just so. She's
Is
at
it?
half health. This is probably one of those quests where if she dies, then the outcome is different.
Probably.
God damn it, Vess. Have you gone completely mental? You ignore my orders, go off on a suicide mission, and instead of donning a breastplate, you dash into battle, shirt open, navel and whatnot exposed.
You're not my father, Roach. You've no right to tell me what to wear.
But I am your commander, and you will obey me. Guerrilla warfare. Warfare! It involves armies, for fuck's sake.
I could not abandon them. They helped us.
It's a soldier's job to kill, Vess, not save, not rescue. If that is not to your liking, join the Sisters of Military, study to be a healer. Fucking hell. Give me your weapon. You'll get it back when you wise up, if you wise up. Move out!
Ren.
Uh-oh. Got yourselves a prisoner.
We don't take prisoners. You took my weapon, Roach. So I must manage with my bare hands.
Leave him alone. There are corpses enough here.
What?
You heard me.
I did, and I can't believe it. He came here to murder civilians. He's seen us. Will you have him return to his camp and report?
Emir knows we can kill his men. Let him learn that we can also show mercy.
Weird.
Roach is right. Besides, killing a defenseless...
What is it with you, Roach? Did the Witcher take your stones? They're sadists. He's the occupier.
I will explain later. You, Nilfgaardian, piss off.
Morentai. Nes dirmad ava.
Go, before I change my mind. We should go before a patrol comes along. Thank you, Geralt. Ever need any help, you know where to find me.
I wonder what that'll do in the future.
Both forces attacked, one from either side. Cavalry swooped in from the wood.
Dunno.
A wall of infantry.
It'd be interesting if there was more that you could actually do to affect the war.
Well, I think that's part of it. I think he wants to set himself up as
Winds
being...
howling.
Watch what you say, the trees have ears. Good folk, if you see any wonders hanging in the woods, such as treats fit for Yuletime, dangling off branches, ginger bakings, honeyed apples, fritters, or pies, then no matter how fierce your belly growls, turn back. Whoever partakes of those treats is never seen among the living again.
Oh, right, because of the witches in the wood.
Forefathers' Eve approaches. 'Twill soon be Forefathers' Eve. And tormented souls, souls who've not known rest after death, the hungry, tired, scared ghosts, they'll soon walk among us. We'll carve the jacks and send them to the night. Oh, we've already read that one.
Oh, so that's Halloween. A warning. In lonely woods, screams carry long, shadows creep far in deep dark dale. Beware ye then the grove's wild song, or in the wild will end your tale.
You'll buy your drinks at the inn of the crossroads with Novigrad crowns. We take no other coin. We don't do tabs neither. No exchanges save for eat or drink. If anyone doesn't like that, they can go rut for acorns. Geralt of Rithia, at the behest of our merciful sovereign, her illustrious grace, Anna Henrietta, we have journeyed to the northern realms to lay before you our mission. A terrible monster has appeared in the Duchy of Toussaint. A beast that has committed heinous crimes against her grace's subjects. Only the most famous among witches has the ability to destroy the beast. Thus we humbly beseech you to appear in the village of Holloway, where we shall await you in full hope that you will deign to hear our woes, and liberate our land from the clutches of fear. Your humble servants, Sir Palemien Leverel, Milton de Percent,
Come on, you could pronounce that properly.
Pirac Perrin, Knights of the Service of Grace, and the Duchy. Okay.
So that was written specifically to Geralt.
We really go see Keira Metz. It's been long enough. Hopefully she's out of the bath.
Wait, what? Oh, Keira Metz.
Yeah.
Well, we need to ask her about the mysterious masked elf man.
Truth.
But I thought that we had helped her get through that.
We did,
dungeon.
but then she was like, and come back and visit me at some point. And then we were just like, ha ha, you want to sleep with us?
It
No.
sounded like flirting, though.
It probably is, but apparently there's like an
Rats, why
actual
did you
quest
need
here.
them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Sure.
Keira, what are you doing?
Geralt! You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Now, she's shining a lamp on a skull. Is it a way to see someone's thoughts or their last...
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Seems like a lot of recipes.
Boy, howdy. Looks like it might be a lot of the lesser runestones. Most of which probably not super useful.
Well, there's greater ones.
Yeah, some of these are the real fancy variety.
That's depleting your money fast.
Eh.
What are the books?
I can pick them up in a bit.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Eesh.
That hurts.
It does. Okay. Introduction to Applied Magic. The Elder Blood.
We don't already have that book?
Between Worlds. Lodge of Sorceresses. And Conjunction of the Spheres. Guess not. Oh, does she sell... Oh no, that's Powdered Pearl. Okay, now to make a bit of our money back.
Just selling off jewelry that we found.
Yep. As we have a whole bunch of it. Sure, some of this stuff we could probably actually break down into the components for crafting, but like, at this point, not necessarily sure if we need to worry about it. Let's see. How am I doing?
We have tons of books.
Yep.
I see. So selling off all your extra copies.
Yeah.
You have a verifiable library. Wait, did you accidentally sell all of them? Or...
No.
Okay.
It's just auto-sorting.
Mm-hmm.
Down. At some point, I'll clear out the rest of the inventory. But yeah, we have so many of these books. I do wish it was easier to read a number. Like...
if opening them puts them into a tab menu?
Yeah, kind of. Kind of like the character menu.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because as it stands, reading all of these is kind of awful. And I'll collect one of each. I don't think I'll ever specifically be terribly interested in reading them. Just because that would take an inordinate amount of time, and the series is already long enough as it is.
Yeah. I know that I would just be lapping it up if I were playing the game alone back in the day.
Yeah.
I would be reading through all of them.
And I think that sort of thing is okay on your own time. It's just very hard when you're doing this partly as a job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are certain games where I'll read just every lore note, but like,
Is there a difference between, say, green books versus purple books versus blue books?
Interesting question.
So that's a legend.
Bear legend, so blue might be magic related. Purple seems to be more like novels and stuff.
Yeah, fiction. And then blue seems to be about tips.
Let's see. So brown is, I don't know.
Elven Sage is the daughter of Sintra. No?
Slaughter of Sintra.
Slaughter of Sintra. No, I don't know. We just got that one.
Yeah, we did. This is what I was actually going to look at real quick. Let's see. Sort by type.
Instructions, legends, lore.
I can't.
That makes sense.
Don't I have like 500 million different flowers? I do. I sorted by type. Is there no, like, sort alphabetically? Seriously? Well, here's about 100 drowner brains.
Oh. Is 100 the max that you can hold of something before it doubles up?
Yeah, looks like it. Wonder if there's actually a way to increase stack size as well. Because that actually would be kind of nice. Let's see. I'm looking for anything on this page that has an immediate duplicate. I spent all my money. And you were just like, no, how dare you? And I was like, but Reckabees. Had to get rid of him. Yeah, there might be mods to sort things better. But yeah, I've just been absorbing flowers.
Because you keep traipsing by them, so yeah.
Non-stop this entire playthrough. And unlike most games where your alchemy, like the alchemy system, the way it works is like once you've made a potion, you have to make it again if you eat it again or something like that.
You have 3 batches of those gold flowers.
Oh, yeah. But in this game, once you've made a potion, you just refill it with just booze.
You have 3 patches of those violets.
These?
No. The green with the purple on the inside.
This?
Yeah, the grapes. You have 3 of those. 2 of which are low.
Okay. I don't have too many other monster bits. And yeah, it's kind of one of those where I don't want to spend forever just selling these things. I sell these? Wraith mutagens? They don't actually sell for that much.
Nah.
Whatever.
I don't know. I think those are crafting components that you might want.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Ooh, could we use it on corpses?
Certain ones.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance.
Ew.
Ah!
Tell me
Damien.
what you see,
Damien!
and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
No, people don't like
So
cell
where'd
phones.
you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all.
Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt.
Thank you.
What was he looking around for?
Oh, yeah.
Tower full of mice?
That's Fyke Isle? Yeah.
Oh, that is?
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm looking forward to being able to speak with spirits.
Guess I'm actually going to warp down here instead. Because there's another quest we can deal with. When are you ever gonna go back to RE Legend? I'd actually like to, but they haven't fixed it fully yet, so no.
Yeah, when we had tried playing multiplayer, it would boot me out, and then the cutscenes wouldn't. I don't know. It was a
I've
mess.
heard it's better, but still very buggy, which is kind of rough.
Because I liked how it was farming and battling with your little pet in tow, but
It's only worth it if it's a good game.
What brings you here?
Saw your notice. Can anyone tell me about the monster?
I can. The patrol has been lost. Somewhere along the south shore of Lake Windammer. We must know why.
What makes this Witcher's work?
Some brickmakers live south of here. They call their village Byways. Almost empty now. Many have run away. They speak of a monster which kills. Redanians do not patrol there. That would be foolish. And robbers do not attack Imperials. That would be even more foolish. This leaves one option. A monster. You must learn what happened to this patrol. The Empire places great value on the lives of its soldiers. Do this, learn well what happened. The reward will be proper.
Deal. I'll see what happened to your patrol, whether there really is a monster in Byways.
Good, good.
Barbarians.
Yeah?
Very quickly.
what are you trying to craft?
Somebody was suggesting something.
Anything in particular?
Somebody said if we had shells, we can bust the shells up and get pearls.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, do we have any other?
Ooh, right there is the special black pearl.
But we don't want to bust that one up. Let's see. What's this stuff? Oh, water. We can bust water up. Wait.
Did you ever read the book The Black Pearl?
Interesting question.
It was one of those books that I think was middle school reading. And it was dark. I think the main protagonists actually die in the end. Or maybe the main character's sibling dies, or I forget. But everyone's after this place and these special mollusks with the black pearls inside them. And I think it's about pearl divers.
Oh, maybe
Remember?
I did. It has
I'll have
been
to look it up.
a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember that well. I remember starting to read a book about pearl divers and then like getting somewhat far in and being like, oh, this is not what I want to read.
Nope, not at all. Because I think they were struggling to make ends meet, and the protagonists thought if they could just get a hold of a black pearl, it'd solve all their troubles. And I think, didn't the guy succeed in getting the pearls, but then there were these pirates or these other people that wanted to get at them too, and actually ended up killing family members? Or, I don't... It's been such a long time. I definitely remember that at least one character drowned trying to get them. Whether it was a relative or a friend or something along those lines. I mean, in some places, pearl diving is a unique profession where, yeah, these guys can hold their breath for up to like 9 or 10 minutes, which is insane.
The Adversary. Silver sword. Not actually good.
Pearls are pretty, but I much prefer river pearls or pearls that are not uniformly round. Kind of if they're in weird squishy shapes. And I like the ones that have been dyed iridescent blues and purples and pinks. I've made some jewelry with those in the past, and they're pretty. Once I was having a mussel, and I bit into something hard, and I'm going, what is this? And it was this little tiny, less than a pea-sized oblong black. I mean, it wasn't pretty. I'll tell you that. It wasn't necessarily something that would be a jewelry grade pearl, but it must be something to the equivalent of a mussel pearl.
Eek. It's kind of gross.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. Let's see. Now these are swords, so we don't actually need any more swords. Okay. So we're done with that.
Clam phlegm. Yeah, it's supposed to be a calcification surrounding particulates and stuff that gets inside them, and yep.
Okay. Done with management. I'm good.
You never really liked eating clams or mussels.
I like clam chowder because there's generally a fairly good guarantee it's not super gritty.
Ah, yeah, the sandy bits.
Yeah. Like, clams and clam chowder are very...
Mussels are not as sandy as clams. I do admit that. I like mussels more than clams.
I think it's also one of those where, like, I've had this stuff on its own. When we go up to Canada for our occasional, like, vacation, they had a lot of seafood up there. Very specifically, like...
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
I thought I heard some screaming.
I heard some screaming too. I think it was a drowner.
Mm-hmm. But a lady drowner?
I'm very confused by that.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
It's the magical interference. Oh, right. There's this peculiar facility. Well, not facility, but ruins.
And rot fiends.
What were they all spiraling into? What are those red dots? Rot fiends?
Yeah. Just creatures,
or
drowners.
drowners. I see.
Drowners, rot fiends. Ruins of some ancient structure. There's a tower over there, though.
And that's where the king had holed himself. Correct? And did the curse only overtake the island after the king had...
Well, it was...
sequestered
can you stop
himself
wiggling
there?
your leg to that extent?
Sorry.
Because you hate it when I'm tapping my feet, but that's way worse because you're shaking my controller.
For some reason, I've just been having a spiking pain in the left part of my knee.
Oh.
So I was getting
Extend
it moving.
your leg out?
So what do you think of Mini Poof versus Big Poof? I think Big Poof is squishier than Little Poof.
It is. Mini Poof might actually be decent for, like, sitting on. Bees.
But I wondered if I should have gotten medium-sized Poof.
I think small Poof will work best for my desk.
Okay.
I just have to get used to using it.
I just really like Blue Poof. For those of you listening,
show me what you got.
We've been getting these round footstools that are squishy, and they must be filled with a a very dense foam.
Whoops.
Wait, what's wrong? Oh, you need to use the lamp?
Let's try Kira's lamp.
Who
Place
died
is
there?
full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Let's get the lamp out.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet.
Dang it.
Oh, you have to get them both in the light?
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and the daughter. To the top!
Oh no. Did the king take his family with him then?
Yeah.
What was that knocking? It sounded like it was coming from down there, though.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
What about the children?
Yeah, I think there is something in the basement. But we have to go to the top first.
Mm-hmm. There's a girl. Or woman. Anything in the other room?
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
This was a recent pillager. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the family members didn't turn into a wraith. The girl, perhaps?
Yeah, we're definitely following her.
Oh. The stuff fell off the walls.
Mm-hmm. That always spooked me in Bethesda games, because when you went near, the physics would turn back on, and sometimes stuff would just go flying.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Hearing crying.
Mm-hmm. Well, so you use the lever, but look around. There's
there's another lever.
Uh-oh. I think the bookshelf. Doesn't it move? No? I heard something.
There we go. Got it.
Yeah, a wood panel.
Just did it in the wrong order, I guess. Unless, of course, the peasants never found it.
Mm-hmm.